Tairāwhiti has a long history before humans arriving. Nearly 100 million years ago, Aotearoa was connected to what is now Australia, Antarctica, and South America. Prior to humans arriving about 800 years ago, around 80% of the whenua was covered in forest. About a third of Aotearoa was cleared of native forest prior to Europeans arriving, most of it by humans burning it. Our tupuna also brought kiore, the Polynesian rat, with them. These rodents were vicious predators that wiped out a number of native bird, insects, and reptile species that have a few natural predators. When European rats arrived, they also had a devastating effect on native creatures. Not only birds, but also insects, bats, and reptiles. They lived everywhere, in the top of the trees, on the ground, inside the trunks, from sand dunes to mountain tops. Other predators introduced by Pākehā like stoats and possums made things even worse. Scientists estimate it will take about 50 million years of evolution to recover the bird species lost since humans arrived here. Land clearance for agriculture and settlement accelerated after Europeans arrived, and a cash economy emerged where food crops and products like flax and native timber were harvested and sold for money. While much of the North Island had been cleared by the 1850s, it wasn't until the 1890s and into the 20th century that most of the Ngāti inland and in the north of the Tairāwhiti was burnt as part of the Māori land development schemes. Farming was seen as the best opportunity to raise Māori economic fortunes, and while we look back now and wonder why so much land was cleared, farming provided work for whānau and the income for landowners. Sheep and beef stations provided wool and meat for export. But without the forest cover on the steep slopes, a massive erosion issue was evident by the time of Cyclone Bola in 1988. Pine plantations were established to try help and prevent further erosion and soil loss. Farms used to cover 3/4 of the land in Tairāwhiti are now less than half, while pine trees now cover about 1/4 of the region. In just the past 2 years, over 28,000 hectares of farmland have been converted to or purchased by pine plantation, for both production as well as permanent forests due to high price of carbon. Carbon farming is seen as the next big opportunity for people to start making money. Our new plantations for pine trees are expected to occupy vast areas of the land well beyond our lifetime. So this is what we've got, a landscape that has changed hugely by humans in a small amount of time, and some of those changes can't be stopped now. What happens next is up to us.